January 21st is a date defined by the fall of monarchies, groundbreaking scientific achievements, and the launch of the nuclear age. Historical and political milestones. 1793, execution of Louis XVI. During the French Revolution, the deposed King of France was executed by guillotine at the Place de la Révolution in Paris after being convicted of high treason. 1861, Jefferson Davis resigns from Senate. Following the secession of Mississippi, future Confederate President Jefferson Davis resigned from the U.S. Senate, a pivotal moment leading to the Civil War. 1924, death of Vladimir Lenin, a founder of the Russian Communist Party and first leader of the Soviet Union, died at age 53, sparking a power struggle that led to the rise of Joseph Stalin. 1977, pardon for Vietnam draft evaders. On his first full day in office, President Jimmy Carter issued a proclamation granting an unconditional pardon to hundreds of thousands of men who evaded the military draft during the Vietnam War. 2017, Women's March on Washington. Millions of people participated in coordinated protests worldwide, with the primary march in D.C. becoming one of the largest single-day demonstrations in U.S. history. Science, technology, and exploration. 1911, first Monte Carlo rally. The world-famous car rally began, starting with competitors departing from various European cities to converge on Monaco. 1954, launch of the USS Nautilus. The world's first nuclear-powered submarine was launched into the Thames River in Connecticut. It would later become the first vessel to complete a submerged transit of the North Pole. 1968, Thule Air Base B-52 crash. A U.S. B-52 bomber carrying 4 hydrogen bombs crashed on the sea ice in Greenland, causing localized radioactive contamination. 1976, Concorde begins commercial service. The supersonic airliner Concorde took its first commercial flights simultaneously from London to Bahrain and Paris to Rio de Janeiro. 2003, final signal from Pioneer 10. NASA received the last data transmission from the spacecraft, which was then 7.6 billion miles away from Earth. Arts, culture, and sports. 1908, smoking ban for women in NYC. The New York City Board of Aldermen passed the Sullivan Ordinance, which prohibited women from smoking in public. It was vetoed by the mayor 2 weeks later. 1959, the day the music died. Connection. Buddy Holly began his final Winter Dance Party tour in Milwaukee. He would tragically die in a plane crash 13 days later. 1990, John McEnroe defaulted. During the Australian Open, the tennis star became the first player in the modern era to be disqualified from a Grand Slam for misconduct. Notable births and deaths. Stonewall Jackson, 1824, high-ranking Confederate general. Christian Dior, 1905, influential French fashion designer. Telly Savalas, 1922, American actor best known as Kojak. Jack Nicklaus, 1940, legendary golfer, winner of 18 major championships. Hakeem Olajuwon, 1963, NBA Hall of Famer and Houston Rockets legend. Deaths. Vladimir Lenin, 1924, first leader of the USSR. George Orwell, 1950, author of 1984 and Animal Farm. Peggy Lee, 2002, iconic American jazz and pop singer. Well, that wraps up another episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click that bell to be reminded when the next episode is ready to watch.